The headlines tell a story of defiance. Manila draws a line in the sand. Balabac, the Philippines' new spearhead. China warns against provocation as the Philippine base nears completion. On this remote sliver of land, the geopolitical temperature of the South China Sea is rising. The air now carries the hum of heavy machinery and sharp military commands. Balabac Island, once obscure, is now the epicenter of a nation's bold stand. A quiet coastline is being forged into a front line. From a ridge, we see controlled chaos. Cranes swing steel beams, convoys carve roads through jungle, soldiers and engineers work under the relentless sun. This is not just construction, it's a strategic shift, a hardening of resolve after years of encroachment. Sleepy fishing villages and untouched shores are transforming into a state-of-the-art naval facility. A deep-water pier juts into turquoise sea, ready for the Navy's most advanced warships. Barracks, radar towers, and communication hubs rise from the earth. Every nail hammered, every wire laid, is a message. The Philippines will no longer be a passive observer. For years, China has built islands and militarized reefs. The Philippines protested, filed legal challenges, endured confrontations. But here on Balabac, words have turned into concrete and steel. The island is becoming a symbol of a new era, where diplomacy is backed by credible deterrence. The dawn is no longer quiet. A fortress now stands guard at the edge of a contested sea. Balabac was once a forgotten paradise, home to unique wildlife and Palawan tribes living by the tides. Tourists and biologists came for its pristine nature, not for geopolitics. That tranquility is now a memory. The roar of transport planes and military logistics has replaced the calls of exotic birds. The local economy, once reliant on fishing, is now intertwined with the base. The shift from sanctuary to outpost is a stark illustration of new realities. Years of Chinese maritime harassment and blockades created a sense of crisis in Manila. Balabac, close to contested waters, became the logical choice for a forward base. For locals, the change is profound. Some see opportunity, others fear the loss of tradition and the risk of conflict. The military promises development and security, but uncertainty lingers. Balabac is now a symbol of the sacrifices a nation must make to defend its sovereignty. Among the workers, you feel more than heat and exhaustion, you feel national pride. These are not just jobs, they are missions. An engineer from Manila tells us, "My grandfather fought for our freedom. This is my way of fighting." The urgency is real. Every day brings reports of Chinese vessels shadowing Filipino ships. Delays mean vulnerability, so the pace is relentless. This project unites military, civilian, and local workers in a common cause. Soldiers learn construction. Engineers adapt to the island's challenges. Bayanihan, communal unity, is alive here on a national scale. While American support is visible, this is a Filipino project at its core. The builders see themselves as pioneers, drawing a line in the sea. They are building more than a base. They are building a legacy of resistance. The Filipino spirit, when tested, does not break, it builds. Every beam and bolt is a testament to defiance and self-reliance. Balabac is where a new kind of patriotism is forged. Balabac is more than a military installation, it's the cornerstone of a new Philippine defense strategy. For decades, the military focused inward, but Balabac signals a pivot to maritime defense. The base puts a powerful presence at the doorstep of the West Philippine Sea, slashing response times. Now the Philippines can challenge China's gray zone tactics, coercion just short of open war. Ships can deploy faster, fishermen get immediate support, and Chinese activities are under constant watch. The base shifts the dynamic. The Philippines can now assert its presence, not just react. Balabac is about reclaiming control, defending the exclusive economic zone rich in resources. For too long, foreign intimidation blocked Filipino access. The base provides the security umbrella for fishermen and energy companies. It's a declaration: the Philippines will defend its territory and secure its economic future. Balabac's strength lies in its cutting-edge capabilities, not just its location. High-powered radar and signals intelligence scan the sea and sky, tracking everything that moves. U.S. cooperation under EDCA brings funding, training, and technical expertise. American and Filipino engineers work side by side, building resilient infrastructure. Balabac systems are integrated into a wider intelligence-sharing network. Data fuses with U.S. satellites and drones for real-time awareness. The base is built for joint operations, accommodating both Philippine and Allied assets. Its pier and airfield can host American destroyers and military aircraft. This interoperability sends a clear message: aggression here could draw on the United States. The alliance turns diplomacy into operational reality. The Philippines is acquiring new fighter jets, anti-ship missiles, and patrol vessels. Balabac will be the forward base for these assets. Imagine a BrahMos missile launched from Balabac, striking a hostile vessel hundreds of kilometers away. This is the credible deterrent the base is designed to project. Balabac sits at a geographic choke point, guarding the Balabac Strait, a vital shipping lane. Any vessel moving from the South China Sea into the southern Philippines must pass its shores. From here, the Navy can project power into the Calayan Island group and support outposts like Ayungin Shoal in hours, not days. The base's role extends beyond the China dispute. It monitors all maritime traffic, combats piracy, and responds to emergencies. Billions in trade pass through these waters. Balabac enhances security for all. The Philippines is a nation of islands. Its defense must be sea-based and fluid. Balabac is the western anchor of a new defensive chain, controlling gateways to internal seas. It acts as a shield, protecting the nation's soft underbelly. By fortifying this keystone, the Philippines defends not just an island, but its entire territory. The strategy is active archipelagic defense, flexible, forward, and resilient. Balabac is the linchpin. The strategy behind Balabac is deterrence, not provoking war, but raising the cost of aggression. For years, China acted with little resistance. Balabac changes that calculation. The base creates a porcupine defense. Potent assets in a strategic spot make any attack costly. Fast patrol boats, anti-ship missiles, and air defenses threaten hostile forces. Deterrence is psychological too. The base signals resolve and disrupts the narrative of Chinese inevitability. Every patrol and surveillance flight reinforces this message. Balabac strengthens the Philippines' hand in negotiations, diplomacy backed by credible force. With the base operational, Filipino diplomats negotiate from strength, not weakness. Protests now have substance. Policy is backed by power. Building Balabac is bold, but risky. China warns against militarization and outside alliances. The base raises the stakes. In a crisis, Balabac could become a target, drawing in the US and risking escalation. The base is fortified, but still a known location, vulnerable to missile strikes in a major conflict. The hope is that deterrence works. If not, Balabac could become a liability. Domestically, the base is expensive. Resources diverted from education and healthcare. The government must balance defense with social needs, walking a political tightrope. Local opposition exists. Environmental groups and indigenous communities fear damage and disruption. The military promises mitigation, but some harm is inevitable. The path of defiance is fraught with peril, both external and internal. Despite the risks, Balabac is more than a base. It's a symbol of Filipino resilience. The Philippines offers a new narrative, standing up for rights with quiet strength, not belligerence. The base embodies the will to remain sovereign under pressure. It inspires other Southeast Asian nations facing similar challenges. By investing in defense and alliances, the Philippines shows smaller nations are not helpless. Balabac fosters regional solidarity and a renewed sense of national pride. For years, the story was one of weakness. Balabac changes that. Filipino engineers and soldiers building their own fortress is a powerful image. The story of Balabac is one of hope, a nation defending sovereignty without war. As the sun sets, the lights of Balabac flicker on, standing watch over the sea. They are a beacon of vigilance, rights, and hope in troubled waters.